Hey mages on the internet, Matt here from TOTALmtg and welcome to today's video. So the new Commander 2019 products are soon going to be out. So I thought it's a good time today to go over some of the great commanders that have been in the Precon decks from previous sets. So sit back and enjoy as today I go over my MTG top 5 best pre-constructed commanders.
Number 5.
So coming in at number 5 is the Mardu legendary creature Kalia of the Vast. This was in the heavily Inferno pre-constructed commander deck, and let me just tell you, this is super powerful. Any of you that have played with Kalia or played against it, you know how strong Kalia of the Vast is. But what makes it so good? You look at it and think it's just a 2-2. But when Kalia attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon or dragon creature card from your hand tapped and attacking that opponent. Now you're going to be putting some huge creatures down potentially, maybe something like Avacyn Angel of Hope, Aurelia the War Leader, maybe even Gisela Blade of Gold Knight. There's so many different types of angels, demons and dragons you can put in, and it's plain to see why this is one of the top 10 most ranked played commanders. It is so strong. If you can just protect this maybe with a Lightning Greaves or make it unblockable in any sort of a way, because, you know, it is a 2-2, but that doesn't stop it from being one of the best Precon commanders in my view. Any types of themes that you want to build this around, obviously a flying theme, an angel tribal, dragon tribal, or maybe even a demon tribal. I like the ability of doing the extra combats type of theme deck, because you want to keep attacking with Kalia, you want to get these big angels and demons and dragons onto the battlefield, and that is a great way to win a game very quick.
Number 4.
Next at number 4 we have Marin of Clan Nel Toth. Now I hope I pronounced that right. That was from Plunder the Graves. This is an absolutely epic commander as well, and is heavily ranked up as well. I think it's in the top 3 of all play commanders in the last 2 years. Marin is the colours of Golgari. It's a 3/4 human shaman. Great themes for this are Aristocats, Sacrificing decks, anything in a graveyard strategy, maybe even Elf Tribal, because it is a shaman after all. Infect is another way that I've seen people go with this as well. Infect is just so dirty. So let's have a look at what the commander does. When another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's coveted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of experience encounters you have, return it to the battlefield, or you put it in your hand. It has absolutely amazing recurrence for all the creatures you have in your deck when they die. Graveyard decks are very fun to play and super strong. Looking at cards that go well with this, you know, Sacrifice Creatures, Playcrafter, you've got Shriekmaw and cards like that that work very well. Viscera Seer is another card because that's what synergy is so good. You get to sacrifice a creature, scry one, you know how important scry is, and then potentially you can just bring the cards back as well. No wonder this is a super strong popular commander and comes in at number 4 for me.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3 was from 2013. It was the Eternal Bargain Commander, Aloro Ageless Ascetic. Now this card is one that I built one of my first commanders around just because. I mean, you look at what it does. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 2 life. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do draw a card, an opponent loses 1 life. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if Aloro is in the command zone, you gain 2 life as well. Now this is an expensive commander. It's 3 white, blue and a black, which is obviously quite dear. It's highly ranked, I think, in the top 10 of all-time commanders in the last 2 years as well, which is really good. Coming in around $11 still as well. Now this commander is, you know, it's a little bit hated because what it does, you don't even really have to play this commander to make your deck work. That is what people hate about it. You get the combination of Sanguine Bond, Exquisite Blood in there, and you basically just drain your opponents. It's such a dirty commander, but it's a commander that I absolutely love. If you want to go a different way for this, you could go, you know, obviously there's life gain, Planeswalkers, maybe Zombie Tribal, Vampire Tribal. There is other ways to go with this deck if you don't want to do that combo. But a lot of people who play competitive do want that combo, and it's a great way to win. This for me is a super strong commander and comes in at number 3.
Number 2.
In 2017's Commander pre-constructed deck, we had one of the most popular commanders that is around at the moment. It's Edgar Markov. This is an absolutely brilliant commander, super popular and still coming in around $11 as well. Loads of people like to build around Edgar Markov. It's a very easy deck to build around as well, which probably makes it super popular. Vampire Tribal is obviously the way that people do like to play this. Maybe you could go Aristocrats or, you know, +1/+1 counters, but Vampire Tribal is the way that you do normally see people build their Edgar Markov decks. It's in the colours of Mardu. Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire token. This is just like Aloro, you know, commanders that have effects that when they're in the command zone and people can't attack, obviously, commanders in command zone, that's what make these really strong. Whenever Edgar Markov attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on each vampire you control as well. So sometimes in games you will just be able to attack in and then have enough power no matter what and just basically get in for the win. If you can make this unblockable, that's even better. Get all those counters on your cards. Now if you're looking for cards that obviously go well with this, obviously it's vampire cards. Legion Lieutenant is a great uncommon to put in there because it pumps up your vampires even more. And there's other great obviously vampires that you can use. Sanctum Seeker. This for me is a card that I am willing to build around, but I'm just starting to build my Edgar Markov deck. It was banned in 1v1 Commander as well, so that tells you something about Edgar Markov.
Number 1.
So we're down to the number 1 slot now, and have you guessed what it was? It is the most played commander around. It is Atraxa, Praetor's Voice. What a card this is, and it's not cheap to buy either, coming in around $30 still. Easy to buy on MTGO, 2.6 tickets, that's what we like to see. It's a 4/4 flyer with Vigilance, Death Touch and Lifelink. And at the beginning of your end step, you get to proliferate. This is the Planeswalker commander deck of choice commander. +1/1 counters, stacks, infect, energy. There's so many different ways you can take this, but Planeswalkers is the way that people like to go. They love some super friends. Now obviously there's a lot of cards that are synergistic with this. There's great Planeswalkers. Oath of Teferi is a good card, and Doubling Season, because Proliferate is super strong, and if you can make Proliferate, you know, extra counters and extra loyalty counters, Doubling Season will help you do that. This is a great commander. Super strong though. Very strong and very hard to beat. I really, you know, when I've come across Atraxa, you do see a sigh in me sometimes when I've played it in Commander, because you just know you're probably in for a beating. This is a 4-colour commander as well, so it opens it up to many Planeswalkers if you're going to go that route. It was in the Breed Lethality deck that I'm still, you know, I've seen it. It's still fetching a huge price. And mainly that is because of Atraxa. Atraxa is the most played and possibly the most strongest commander there is from the Precon decks. But will any of the new ones from the new 2019 commanders, from the new pre-constructed decks, will any of them start featuring in the most powerful? Let me know which commanders from the new sets you're excited to see, and if you think any of the other Precon decks are stronger than any of the ones I've chosen. So I just want to say thanks to everyone that's taken the time to watch the video today. I really do appreciate it. If you're new here, why not hit the subscribe button? I do video, I do deck techs, I do gameplay on Arena, I do a bit of Commander, I do a bit of everything here. So there's always going to be something for you to view, and I would really appreciate the support. Liking and sharing the videos is always very helpful. Thanks again for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.